All right, so you're probably asking what just happened there. Well, for one, that can happen when you don't turn the power off before you start working in a junction box and one of the wires, the neutral wire in this case, touches the inside of the junction box and there's a short circuit causing the breaker to flip. And now you got to go figure out which breaker flipped. Well, that's why you have this right here. It's called a circuit breaker tester, and it helps you quickly find which breaker tripped. So this is what's called a transmitter. You plug this into a socket, and then you take your receiver and you go to your circuit breaker panel and you scan each breaker. This sends a signal to the receiver, allowing the receiver to pinpoint which circuit tripped the breaker. Now the receiver is battery operated. The battery goes in here. So in order to get to that area, you have to unscrew this little screw right here. Once you unscrew it, you just pull it open and you put your battery in. It takes a 9-volt battery. So you want to take your transmitter and plug it into the socket. And these lights indicate that the wiring is good in this circuit. Then you want to take your receiver and power it on by pressing this button right here. By the way, it also has an LED light on the bottom if you're in a dark area. The transmitter is going to send the signal through the wiring all the way to the circuit in the electrical panel. No matter how far away that electrical panel is, it's going through the wiring, so it doesn't matter how far it is. And this definitely helps if you're in a multifamily unit and you have multiple boxes. And this is an older building, so they're kind of spread all around. Every unit has its own separate panel. So actually, you should be using this before you work on any electrical systems to find the breaker first that you need to turn off, not after you blow a fuse. And you just want to scan the circuit breakers. When it blinks like that, that's the circuit that you're looking for. When it blinks like that, slowly, that's not the one. That's the one. That light's gonna turn from green to red, and that's when you'll know you found your circuit. Well, you may be saying, well, if the breaker's tripped or flipped, you'll be able to tell that it's flipped because it'll be pointing in the opposite direction. But some of these older breakers, you can't even tell if they've been tripped or not. That's why this tool is so handy. And after you're done, you can just power off your receiver by pressing the button. The transmitter doesn't have an on and off button. You just plug it in, it's automatically on or operating, and then when you pull it out, it's automatically off. Okay, now this transmitter also doubles as a tester for GFCI outlets. What is a GFCI outlet? Well, it's a ground fault circuit interrupter. It's basically an outlet with extra safety features to prevent electrocution or any kind of leakage when it comes to electricity. In other words, you don't want to be the ground. You usually find these in kitchens or bathrooms where water is present, and you know water and electricity is not really a good combination. So this right here can make sure that your GFCIs are working properly. So all you got to do is plug it in, And once again, these lights right here in this combination means that the wiring is good. Any other combination of these lights on display means that something's wrong. We can talk about that later. But now that we have it plugged into our GFCI, we want to test it. So we press this button and that pops out, which means it's working. The circuit has been interrupted, right? So if water or something got in there, that's what would happen. This would pop out. That's why the lights went off, because the circuit has been interrupted for safety. All right, so we can push it back in and the lights come back on. So that one's good. Plug the top in and see. Same with the top, so we're good here. Here's one in the bathroom. So let's go ahead and test it. Oh, we see the combination. There we go. We're good. Thought we had a problem there. Let's try that again. Just to make sure. Something's going on with this one. If we look at the chart here, we can see all the different combinations of how the lights may display on the device and what they mean. The light's only coming on in the middle right now. I thought it was good, but put it back in and this is what we have. So what does that mean? That means there's an open ground, which is not necessarily good. Oh, look, the light came back on. Now it looks like it's correct wiring. I don't trust this outlet. I'll go with the open ground. Something's shaky in there. It's not quite secure. So basically an open ground just means that the three-prong electrical circuit or electrical outlet isn't properly connected to the grounding system. And as I just explained before, that current, that electricity will find a way to ground itself. And that ground could be you, a family member, or even a pet. Who knows, right? And it's also a fire hazard. So that's another job, is to get in there and check out the grounding system and make sure that it's on point, because I don't trust this. That red light we just saw means that there's a hot on neutral with hot open. That's also a bad sign. Check this top one. Now the circuit breaker finder tester comes with accessories as well. You have a light switch adapter. In other words, if you don't know what circuit or breaker that your light switch or light fixture is attached to, you can take your light bulb out, screw this into the receptacle, then plug your transmitter in there, go out to the panel with your receiver. Then you can find out what circuit or breaker is attached to your light switch or light fixture. Now, if you notice, this is a two-pronged adapter, so you can't plug your transmitter directly into this, okay? You're gonna need this adapter right here, because this is two-pronged on the back. Then you can use the three-pronged transmitter. Now this one right here has alligator clamps. If you have exposed wiring, you can attach the alligator clips to the wiring, plug in your transmitter, go out to the panel with your receiver, and find out what breaker that wiring is attached to as well. Hi guys, I know sometimes when it comes to those home improvement projects, it can be overwhelming and you just don't know where to start. That's why I'm inviting you to go and grab this simple home improvement planner that'll take all the stress off. It works on any device with a PDF reader. You don't need any special software. You can view it online or offline. You can even print specific pages if you need. And it's so easy to share with contractors or family. You can set and track your total budget. You can break down costs by category. You can record material expenses, track contractor payments, keep digital receipts. You can compare estimated versus actual costs. And the great thing about it is you can monitor your spending in real time. And the best part about it is you can document your whole journey, because it allows you to take before and after pictures for each room or area of your home or space. Guys, this is the perfect planner to get started, especially if you're beginning on your DIY journey. You want to start it off right. So go grab the Calibrate Home Improvement Planner. I'll leave the link in the description below, and you guys have a great one.